Kamaru Usman believes he rushed into the trilogy fight against Leon Edwards. Kamaru also gives his reaction to Izzy losing the title to Sean Strickland. If you didn't know, Kamaru and Strickland fought way back in April of 2017. Kamaru won via unanimous decision. On the DC and RC show, Usman said, "I was in his position and honestly, looking back now, I probably rushed it. I probably should have taken a little bit more time off. And if I'm still guaranteed that shot, go fight for that title." Now, a big part of the reason where you jump into the immediate rematch is, and I would say this to myself in my case as well, when you're in the middle of a title reign, I don't want a day to go by that I'm not the man in charge. That when they think of the middleweight division, they don't think about my name as number one. So after that fight, I'm like, you know what? No. I'm not going to give this man an opportunity to carry around my belt to say he's the champion and start to do certain things and think of himself as the champion. Because the longer that is, the more they start to build that confidence and that bravado. And I don't like that. So as a competitor, I was like, no, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Send him back down where he belongs as a contender. For Israel, I'm sure as a competitor, he's feeling a little bit of this as well and thinking, this guy shouldn't have beat me in the first place, just like I felt. This guy shouldn't even be in here with me in the first place, as I felt. So you want to get it back and get that stain off you right away, but if you're guaranteed that title shot, I would like to see him take a little bit of time. Enjoy life, but not to say he's not going to train or be in the mix. Of course, as a champion, we always watch everything. We see all. So I would like to see him take a little bit of time and just really indulge and be who he really is and let your body rest and recover. Sean Strickland is not an easy guy to fight, especially with the way Izzy fights. This is just kind of a style that will potentially neutralize that type of style. So we have to give credit where credit is due. Sean Strickland did his thing, but it's not hard to see the Israel Adesanya that we're all used to seeing wasn't the Israel Adesanya we saw last weekend. Michael Bisping believes Israel Adesanya had a poor game plan going into UFC 293. Bisping says that Sean Strickland didn't even do anything he doesn't normally do. He just fought the way he always fights.
Number one, you don't win a fight going backwards the entire time. He was going backwards, going side to side. He was never being the aggressor. I mean, that gives the other side octagon control, which is kind of an outdated way of scoring fights. But even still, to the layperson, if one guy's going back the whole time, and looking for counter shots, the problem is Sean's looking for counters as well. It wasn't a good game plan from Izzy, and Sean on the other side. It wasn't necessarily a good game plan. It's just how he fights. That's how he fights every time.
That's just how he fights everybody.
There was no secret. There was no recipe. There was no like, oh, never seen this before. That's how Sean fights, and Izzy didn't have an answer for it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, Izzy, I don't know what their game plan was. And I'm not going to tell them whether it's good or bad or whatever, but whatever it was, couldn't have been to circle the edge of the octagon. Yeah, if Sean Strickland is moving forward like that, he's going to outstrike most guys. You got to find a way to stop his forward pressure. Guys like Pereira do it with power, but again, I'm not knocking Izzy here, but he's not the guy that's going to hit you and you're going to block the punch and think, oh God, I'm glad that didn't get through. He's accurate. He's well timed. He hits you in the middle of stepping. He's accurate enough to hit you right on the off button, but he's not the Alex Pereira type of striker where it's just pure power and he just horsepowers his way through shit. So it's not enough to back you off. The leg kicks aren't enough to make you take a step backwards. They accumulate over time, but one in itself is not enough to make you take a step backwards and be very, very cautious. You get Sean in there with a dominant wrestler or where there's a takedown threat, and you're going to slow his forward pressure down a little bit because he has to be cognizant of that. But Izzy's not that guy.
He's really not that guy.
Henry Cejudo gives his take on whether or not Israel Adesanya deserves the rematch against Sean Strickland.
So Sean Strickland just became the middleweight champion of the world. Guys, who saw this thing coming? Sean Strickland pressed him. Sean Strickland took away his leg kick. Sean Strickland did not react to his fakes. And the simple fact that he didn't react to his fakes, he didn't allow Israel Adesanya to get to his rhythm. But after losing 4 rounds to 1, does he deserve a rematch now? No. 100% no. Daniel Cormier doesn't believe it. Chael Sonnen doesn't believe it. The rest of the whole damn world doesn't believe it. Will he get it? 100%. When you're Dana White's boy, when you're his cash cow, when you're an entertainer and you've done special things like Israel and you've been able to kind of grow the sport, Dana White will give you that opportunity. Israel Adesanya is a great striker. My biggest thing is how is it that he can mix it? This is where I think that he should probably leave city kickboxing and start to explore other coaches. I'm not saying leave the team completely, but go out and travel the world, man. Go out and learn new methods. Go out and learn a few more skills, because even coaches plateau. And I'm not here to blame his coach either. What I'm here to say is start to add.
Dana White reacts to Sean Strickland already breaking his middleweight title and fixing it with duct tape.
Guys, I already broke my belt, but I have a solution. Good as new.
One more on Sean Strickland. It looked like he put out a video where he might have already broken the UFC belt and he was putting it back together with duct tape. Had you seen that?
I have not. Plan on seeing lots of things over the next several months, though.
Israel Adesanya is receiving more criticism today over his fingernails during his fight against Sean Strickland. Prior to UFC 293, Izzy specifically got his nails done for the fight. Izzy said he's an idiot. I'm not going to lose to an idiot. He says he's not going to lose to a guy that off to cartoons or paints his nails. Well, I'm going to paint my nails for that fight, and I'm going to knock him out with my painted nails. I've had that vision of having my nails painted, knocking him out and just showing my nails to the camera. Like, look, with my frosted tips, I knocked his bitch ass out. Now, this photo is going around social media pointing out how long Izzy's fingernails were. John McCarthy gave his opinion on the matter. A fan tweeted the photo of Big John. They wrote, "What do you think of the fingernail size? Legal?" Big John says, "Nope, not while I was refereeing. Those need to be cut short." Now for the reactions on social media. The reactions are pretty mixed. Some people don't see it as a big deal, and others are saying it's very illegal. Starting off with this one, legal but sus AF. How did the entire community miss this? Imagine John Jones with them nails. They've been like that for every fight, and he's never eye-poked, so why would it be illegal? Those gotta be way too long, surely. Anyone else would be forced to cut them ringside, but Gyno Bender gets the preferential treatment. You know what, now I'm actually not that mad he lost SMH. Wait, how the f*** is that legal? Are those nails longer than normal? Illegal as f***, and illegal and disgusting. What do you guys think about the nails? Do you guys think it's legal or illegal? Post your opinions in the comments. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from WorkLife316. It says, Sean Strickland is the people's champ. The second one says, all along Izzy was saying don't react, respond. The problem is he didn't do either. And the final one's from Bobby Bands. It says, Izzy had 25 minutes and failed to react. So I'm not surprised he still has that mindset. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.